In earlier episodes of the series, we focused on big men who lived in the paint. Later episodes gravitated towards the three-point line. Was it possible for an old-school style to dominate in today's more spaced-out game? When Butler burst onto the scene, defeating Matt Bonner and Amir Johnson in three-point shootouts, murmurs around the league forced execs and fans alike to wake up to the possibility that this flash in the pan was more than signs of life for the 36-year-old forward. Wynn played a slowed-down half-court style, something akin to what you might see in your local suburbs. The next question was, could he handle the big stage and bright lights? But after capturing the NBA Celebrity All-Star Game MVP in 2016, with a combination of blistering efficiency and a crammed newspaper box score, only two questions remained. Were his arcade-like numbers and inexhaustible competitive fire enough to give his peak the totality needed to stand against the prior legends of the hardwood?
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Where's Larry Bird in all this? Has it blocked by Elijah?
It's not really something that ever occurred to me as like a life dream, but it's pretty cool.
You have other talents than playing basketball?
Mostly basketball. I do a little music on the side. Yeah.
With his 6'4" stout frame, he had a bruising playstyle, polish around the rim, and a Toyota Prius-like motor. That's child's play as he takes away a board from Baron Davis. This led to dominant rebounding and easy high-efficiency points. Although he was limited as an athlete, he was extremely active on the offensive boards, and these putbacks helped take his efficiency to the next level. On the offensive end, he often beat his man before the ball even arrived. Other players in the series used off-ball screens and movement to get easy looks, but Butler was the master of the seal. And this right here would make Anthony Davis jealous. Wynn relied on his creature comfort post moves. These were mostly made up of head fakes and change of direction. This led to plenty of trips to the charity stripe. And there's two more right there. Although his shot selection was questionable at times, he was able to stretch the floor in open catch and shoot situations. In my eyes, this combined with his off-ball movement made him a good candidate to pair with other offensive engines. Here is a very cool graph with lots of interesting information and not nearly enough time to read it. On defense, Wynn did have a lack of foot speed that made him a touch vulnerable when pulled out to the three-point line. He could sometimes get lost on rotations, and that's back-to-back open threes given up to Jason Sudeikis. But there were stretches where he was a reflector, reading his opponent's eyes and matching their movements to jump passing lanes. However, there were times it felt like he was in a full rebellion of the defensive game plan. Here's more data with very small font, virtually impossible to read on a phone.
Wynn was elite on offense. His name is Wynn after all. And on defense, his height and musical instincts made him a slight positive according to one-number metrics. And when we combine those two, Wynn Butler may have had the greatest peak in celebrity sports history.